Friends, we are very happy to inform you that e-modules are prepared for B.Ed program at Telangana by the School of Education, Osmania University under Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme MHRD New Delhi. It's indeed our pleasure to share with the teacher educators and the prospective teachers and get maximum benefit out of it. It's a first of its attempt by us. We continue to add many more such lessons to share with you all.
Good morning students, myself C. Yadagiri. I am working as a senior lecturer in Panya Mahavidyalaya, Dilshuk Nagar. Today our topic is equality. We are going to discussing about equality. What is the meaning of equality? So equality means nothing but equal opportunities to all the people in the society. So this concept was discussed by Harold Laski in his book Grammar of Politics, and also he discussed various forms of equalities in his book. And the concept of equality in principles for correcting and injustice equality from the society. The main theme of equality is provide to political, social and economical equality in the society. So in this concept also discussed in human rights, in declaration, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, all human beings are equal or free. It means everyone, they have equal rights in the society. It means the people who are residing in the world, they have equal opportunities. Everyone, they have right to equality, and also they can express anything in front of the media and everything. So we are providing so many opportunities by using the equality right also. And in this equality context, we can see the Indian context also. In this concept we can see the Indian context also. Suppose we can see the religion. There are many religions are there in India, but we are not providing any special privileges to the particular religion. So we are treating all the religions are equal. So we are giving the equal priority for all religions in India according to our constitution also. So equality implies the availability of similar rights and privileges also. And what are the different types of equalities are there? So civil equality is there, political equality is there, social equality is there, natural equality is there, and economical equality is there. Now we can see one by one what is the meaning of civil equality. So civil equality means the people who are residing in the civil society, so they have certain rights. So the government or the people do not show the discrimination on the people, and also some grounds of areas also we cannot show the discrimination. For example, in religion we can't show the discrimination on grounds of religion also. We can't show the beliefs of the grounds of beliefs also, we can't show the inequality. So like we can treat the all the religions are equal, their beliefs and their traditions and culture, everything we have to treat in the civil society. That concepts are will be equally we can treat that. That is called civil equality. And coming to next one, political equality. What is the political equality? Political equality means nothing but access to authority. It means we are giving the each and every person to participate in the political affairs. In the society there are many people, many section of the people, they can participate in the political issues and political participation. It means context in the elections, electing as a leader, and this kind of participation they should be need in the society. So that is comes under the political equality. And also one more important aspect is there. What is the voting behavior? Voting also one of the important aspect in the political equality. It means the people who are in Indian context, when we are discussing in Indian context, the political equality means the people who have the completed the age of 18 years, they have right to vote without any discrimination. So there is no without any discrimination. Why we are using this word without any discrimination means the Indian government and the constitution clearly mentioned right to vote for all the people in the country. So without any discrimination, like what are the discriminations areas are there? Caste wise there is no discrimination, color wise there is no discrimination, gender wise there is no discrimination, language wise there is no discrimination, region and religion wise also there is no discrimination. By providing, when we are providing the vote, we can't show any discrimination all these grounds, on these grounds. So we have to concentrate when we are providing the voting, we have to concentrate equality manner, so that is called political equality. When we are providing the voting, all these by using all these areas, so we can provide the political equality. And coming to next to social equality. What is the social equality? What is the meaning of social equality? Social equality means nothing but in this society there are many people are there. In the society there are many sections of people are there. So everyone should need equal opportunities, and also they need equal privileges also according to social equality. So we can see that in Indian context also we can see that there are some social inequalities are there. Some rich people are there, some poor people are there, and some in this what we are saying, that some differences are there, some discrimination is there. So what we are saying, that when we are providing the social equality, there is no discrimination between the sections of the people and between the people also. So what we are saying, that equal opportunities we need in India and also in the world also. Some people need equal opportunities and privileges. And coming to natural equality. What is the natural equality? By nature, the God given equal rights to every human being. The God given equal rights to every human being, it was created by the God. It means all the rights given by the God only, it was created by the God only, and it is nature. By nature only we are enjoying all these rights, but here we are putting so many instructions. So everyone, they have natural rights, they can enjoy their natural rights, and also the governments or the other people, they cannot put any discriminations, and they cannot hold any conditions and regulations in front of the people. They can enjoy the natural rights. What are the nature is given by the rights, that they should enjoy all these rights, but some conditions, some exemptions will be there according to government, according to constitution. Some exemptions will be there according to government and constitution. And finally we can discuss the economical equality. What is the economical equality? So Karl Marx mainly he discussed about economical equalities in his book Das Kapital. He discussed mainly what are the economical inequalities in the society, have not, rich and poor people are there. What is the difference between have and have not? What is the difference between the rich and poor people? So here we can understand the lot of differences are there, rich and poor, and it is this concept we can see in economical context and social context also. In social context, when we are observing in Indian social context, so there is a rich people are there, there is a poor people are there. So still the poor people are living in poor status, the rich people are living in rich status. So we are not fulfilling the gap between the rich and poor. So we are not balancing the equality, economic equality between these two categories. So have means nothing but rich people, have not means nothing but it is the poor people. So the rich people always becoming rich, and the poor people always becoming the poor. So here we are not giving the sufficient assistance to the people in the society, and also the government still is providing some welfare schemes and everything to become a rich who are the weaker sections in the society. But still we need more help to the poor people, and also we have to fulfill the economical equality in the world as well as in India also. And this concept, equality concept also discussed by the Gandhiji also. So Gandhiji he discussed some areas only. What is the difference between equality and inequality in the world? Also some differences are there. In India also some differences are there, but he is discussed, he given the priority for equality. So what he given the equal, he says about that when we are providing the equal opportunities to the people, the society will become equality and equal basis. And also we can see that many programs and many welfare schemes hold by government, still we are not reaching the poor people. We need to reach the poor people, and we have to improve them, and we can improve their social status and economical and political status also, right. So here the human rights also clearly mentioning that equality really means equal opportunities for the development. In fact, when talk equality equality of all men, when we are really mean general and fair equality. Okay, and also there are many rights are there in human rights, but especially equality, the concept of equality is the most important. So when we are discussing any area, any concept, equality is the most important area, right. So in this society, wherever you go, we can see that inequalities are there, unequal opportunities are there. We have to provide the equal opportunities, we have to give the equal rights to the people in the society and the world. And also we can discuss in the constitution, what are the equal provisions are in the constitution. In the preamble, clearly they mentioned some concepts. What are the concepts are there? For example, we can see that sovereign Indian constitution clearly mentioned about equality concept. In that, before going to discussing the equality topic, we have to discuss some other concepts also. For example, sovereign. What is sovereign? What is sovereign? Sovereign means nothing but ultimate power, supreme power. And so there are two types of sovereigns are there, like internal sovereignty is there and external sovereignty is there. And we know that what is internal sovereignty means within the country, over all the people, the government can show the authority, that is internal sovereignty. And external sovereignty means nothing but out of the country. For example, the government to take the action like war and any other decisions, external aggression, like we can say that is the external sovereignty. And socialist means all the sections of the people in the society, they should need equality basis, that is social economical equality and social equality and political equality. When we are achieving all these equalities, then that will become as a socialistic society. And secular means there are many religions are there in India. We are not giving any priority for any religion particularly, but we are treating all the religions are equal, so that is called secular, like democratic and republic. So why we are discussing all these topics? Along with justice also we are giving more priority. Okay, justice also we are giving a more priority. So when we are giving the priority for justice, we are showing the interest on the equality also. So when we are providing the equality, we can see the justice also, we can providing the justice also. So according to constitution, some articles are there. What are the articles are there in the constitution? For example, we can see the article 14. It provides the before the law all are equal. So before the law all are equal means there is no discrimination between the people. When we are, so the people who are higher section, the people who are lower section, the law doesn't show any discrimination in front of the people. It is giving the equal priority for all the people. Those who are the people who are doing the mistakes and anything wrong, they will give the punishment by the equal manner also. So whatever the opportunities are there, that will be given by the article 14. It will giving the in front of before the law all are equal. before the all are equal. So it is providing the equal opportunities each and every citizen in India. So, and according to 15 article also discussing about prohibition of discrimination. So it is also giving the equal opportunities, and article 16 also discussing the equality of opportunities. What is the equality of opportunities? For example, when we are providing the jobs, when we are giving the promotions, like whatever the job oriented or some other areas, we can also give the equal priority. Mainly we are giving the opportunities of jobs opportunities and promotion opportunities. When we are providing, we should concentrate with the equality basis. That is the article 16. And 17 article also it is also discussing about abolishing of the untouchability. So we know that what is the meaning of untouchability, and also we know that we can understand clearly what is the caste system in India. So how the caste system is widening in India. So what are the discrimination areas are there, and according to article 17 we can untouchability is the crime nowadays. Untouchability is the crime according to article 17. In 1955 one act also made by the caste, based on caste system. So it is abolishing the caste system. So when we are showing the discrimination on the grounds of caste, we can also punishable. Okay, those the people who are showing the discrimination on the grounds of caste, they are completely punishable according to article 17. So abolition, untouchability is now crime. So next article 18, abolition of titles 18. Abolition of titles, article 18 discussing about the article 18 also, right. So like there are many areas and provisions are discussing in the constitution. Mainly there are many opportunities are given by the constitution also in the world, where some philosophers and some greatest important personalities, they discussed about equality. And also we can discuss many areas in the India, like the people who are not still not reaching the equality basis in the grounds of jobs, and in the grounds of economical, in the grounds of social and political areas also. So when we are reaching the equality basis, then the government and the country will be developed easily. Then we can say that in our country also based on equality manner. Yeah, being as a social science students, you need to understand the society, and how we can understand the society, and what are the countries are there in the world, what are the countries are there in the world. Just you observe what are the countries and what are the status of the countries. For example, economical conditions of the states. For example, we can observe in America how the people are enjoying the equality, and we can observe in democratic countries. We can observe in democratic, especially in America and France, England, Australia, some other developed countries, how they are providing the equal opportunities, and how the developing countries are providing the equal opportunities, and how the backward countries are giving the equal opportunities in their society. Just being as a student, you have to observe all these areas also. So and also we can discuss about inequalities. What are the inequalities, what are the discriminations in the society, what is the discrimination of the society. So there are many types of discriminations are there. For example, economical discrimination is there, and political discrimination is there, and also social discrimination also there. So why these discriminations are going on in the society? So we have to concentrate on these particular topics and concepts, and you have to know the what are the reasons to show the discrimination in the society. Root level, what are the main areas are there, just you have to discuss that. You have to know that. You have to find out the some positive results, show the avoiding the discrimination in the society, as well as you have to conduct in the classroom some seminars we have to discuss about the equality. In the seminar also you can discuss for example economical equality, inequalities are there in the countries, in the country, in our country. So why economical inequalities are occurring in our country, so what are the reasons are there, just you have to discuss in the classroom by providing, by giving the seminars, and also you can discuss in the classroom. So what are the economical backward areas are there in the country. For example, some states are completely economically backward and politically backward, and economically, politically and socially also some areas are backward. So why, what are the reasons are there, why these particular backwardness, why it is coming, so why, what are the reasons, just you have to discuss in the classroom by conducting the seminar, by conducting the mock parliament, and by conducting the discussions also, being as a social science student. And also we have to clearly understand the preamble. So preamble is the most important part in our constitution. So some objectives are there in the preamble, especially what I told previously, like socialist, secular and sovereign. So like equality concept is there, and also justice concept is there. So you have to clearly understand the concept of the equality. So you have to understand the why the government still not providing, why the government still not providing equal opportunities to each and every people. So if the government is providing equal opportunities, why that people are still not reaching the equal basis. So just you have to think about that, and also you can discuss all these areas in the constitution also. Whatever some, you have to take the discussion, use this group discussion in the classroom. So you have to find out the solutions for inequalities, and also you can find out the solution for discrimination, and you have to express that to your teacher, and also go and field work and observe the people who are the backwardness, and economically backwardness, and socially backwardness, and politically backwardness. For example, when we are observing the economical backwardness, so you have to give the some suggestions to the people. So government should not give always supporting to the people. So the people also, they need self motivation for developing themselves also. So that is also one of the important aspect, and being as a student, you go and give the awareness to them, and economically they need to reach the good situation and status in the society. So the government always giving the welfare scheme to develop the development of the weaker sections also, but when the people are not utilizing the welfare schemes, they won't become as a rich people. So we need to give the awareness to the people to utilize all the welfare schemes of the state and central governments, and also then they have to know their rights in the society, they have to understand their rights in the society also, and mutually they have to interact with the other people, and they have to think about equal manner in the society also. So that is we need to in Indian context also. So in other countries, many countries are providing equal opportunities, but still some countries are struggling for whatever they have by showing the government like discrimination in their grounds of racism. Some racism, like it is one of the concept in some other countries. So racism also one of the important. So you can also discuss in these grounds also. So what are the reasons to showing this kind of discrimination in the country, in their country, particularly in the world. So like you can find out the what are the inequalities are there in the world, and what are the areas are there in the grounds of areas. You have to find out, and you have to discuss, give the solution for that, and also you can give your memorandum to your teacher and discuss about also in the classroom, right. So this is a most important topic in your social science subject. Being as a social science student, you need to understand, you have to analyze, and also you can awareness among the society. So thank you very much. Thank you.